Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we have our first Southeastern Conference matchup here in the 2027 year. Week 5 matchup, the number 2 ranked Kentucky Wildcats sitting with the record of 3-0. We go to South Carolina today to face off against the 17th ranked team in the nation. This is a South Carolina team who's sitting 3-1 on the year. They're 1-0 in the conference, and I was looking at their depth chart. Their starters are really good. They just don't have a lot of depth. So when you see the overall of this South Carolina team, don't let it fool you. They're 84 overall, 85 offense, 84 defense. They do not have a lot of depth on their roster. Their starters are very good at every position, minus their center, their free safety, and also their cornerbacks. Their starting number 1 defensive back, their cornerback, has 84 speed. His number is number 7. Whenever we see number 7 out there, we are throwing over top every single time. So yes, their starting cornerback, their best cornerback, 80 overall, has 84 speed. And we will take advantage of that today. But just like always, going to be diving into the top stories today, taking a look at the updated top 25, and then taking a look at some of the recruits that we have in this recruiting class. The recruiting class is shaping up to be just as good as last year, if not even better at some positions. So I will have timestamps for you all just like always. So feel free to go ahead and jump to the game if you want to go ahead and do that. And if you all get some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like. It really helps the channel and keeps these series going. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more sports game content here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. And starting with our first top story of the day, and look at this. Stanford has bounced back after losing to this Kentucky Wildcats team. They lost big to this Kentucky team, but they bounced back with a huge win against North Carolina. Going into that game, Stanford was ranked 10, North Carolina was ranked 9. That moves Stanford up to 7 with the big win at home, and North Carolina drops to 18. 51-23 on that game. And then a matchup today, a big matchup in the top 25. We got number 10 ranked Nebraska at home facing off against the number 4 ranked Oregon Ducks. That's going to be a big time battle in a game that Nebraska really has to win. And if Oregon loses that game, wow, they're going to drop out of the top 10, right? And look at this. Oregon took down Washington in Washington last week, 34-19. That is a massive win for Oregon, and Washington dropped from number 11 to number 20 after losing that rivalry match. And then look at this. One of the games of the week here. We already know this match. Number 2 Kentucky versus number 17 ranked South Carolina. Huge Southeastern Conference clash. And this Kentucky team has to continue to make a statement. Got to run the ball in order to win this matchup. And here's your look at the updated top 25 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Utah is number 1, 5-0. Kentucky number 2, Alabama, Oregon, Missouri, Michigan, Stanford, Georgia, Kansas State, Nebraska, Pittsburgh, East Carolina, Clemson, Liberty, LSU, Virginia Tech, South Carolina, North Carolina, Ohio State, Washington, Toledo there at number 21. They are undefeated on the year. Arizona 22, then NC State, Charlotte, and Vanderbilt sneaking into the last spot in the top 25. Now, later on in the year, when we get closer to the college football playoff rankings, we will take a look at the detailed top 25 and see what's happening in the conference matches around the year. I like to take a detailed look, but we'll take a look at the detailed top 25 later on in the season. Now, as far as the conference, obviously there's not been a lot of conference games yet, but there has been a few. Georgia is 1-0, Missouri 1-0, South Carolina 1-0, and Texas is 1-1. And now, the 3 teams to lose in the conference there, well, 4 teams, Texas, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt have all lost their conference game, and Texas has played 2 already. They've had a tough schedule. Their schedule has actually been extremely tough, and they are fighting. And just a quick update on the Heisman watch. So Trayvon Drayton, the Kentucky running back, is not on the list, and a lot of that comes down to his wear and tear. He's been getting the ball a lot. He's had high wear and tear, did not get to play as much as we wanted him to last game, and yeah, it was just It's tough. It's tough. You know, we want to see Trayvon Drayton win the Heisman, and I still think he can do it. Has to have a big game, and honestly has to improve his ability to be on the field, and maybe that's partly my fault for play calling, but he seems to get tired so easily, and his wear and tear has been way up there, and you can tell that with his play time, right? And a quick update on the recruiting class, and this is so sad. We were number 1 on Andre's list. This is the elusive 97 speed halfback. Alabama was there, but not really that close to us. But what did Alabama do? They snuck a visit in, and that's a heartbreaking loss. So we lost out on a great running back, and that is heartbreaking, honestly. I thought we had him. And I rarely ever schedule visits because the downside of them, when you lose, it's very penalizing. But sometimes teams will swoop in and get them. That's the first time that's happened to me in a long time. And we will remember this running back. Andre, you would have had the best offensive line ever. Now, Alabama, when we face them, they have a pretty good offensive line. But what I want to update you on, this recruiting class is great. We still have the power back, 5-star Jim, Sion Aloha. So you know he's happy from Honolulu, Hawaii, because he's going to probably be the starter here soon. And he doesn't have to worry about Andre anymore. We got Zach Kalamalat, if I'm saying that right, an athletic 5-star Jim power rusher, a 5-star Jim cornerback. I mean, the talent goes on and on and on. And we locked in our first recruit of the year. Andre, another Andre, a left guard 4-star Jim. An agile tendency is going to be very good here for this Kentucky team. And it's our first recruit we've locked in this year. 94 strength, 88 impact blocking, 87 lead block, run block finesse 83. Oh my. This is going to fit our team perfectly. He's from Pickerington, Ohio. That is a big pickup for this Kentucky Wildcats offense. Won't start anytime soon because our offensive line is incredible, but he will start his junior or senior year, and he could absolutely dominate for this Kentucky team. We could get lucky with his development trait too. Now, our top class ranking is not good yet because we still have a lot of recruits we got to get. But we'll do the full recruiting at the end of this episode. Let's go ahead and dive into the matchup preview. And it is time for the Week 5 matchup preview. Number 2, Kentucky Wildcats, undefeated on the year, going into South Carolina to face off against the 17th ranked team in the nation. They're 3-1, 1-0 in the conference, and like I said earlier, their overall, don't let it fool you. Yes, they have some weaknesses, and their cornerback at 84 speed, we're going to take advantage of that. Whenever we see number 7 on a fast receiver, we're going to try to beat him deep. And he also has slow acceleration too, I want to point that. 84 speed, 80 acceleration, I believe. We should be able to exploit that. But we have 93 overall, 92 offense, 94 defense. Yes, we're the better team on paper. This South Carolina team, they have Sellers at quarterback still. In the Road to Glory series here on the Gamer Buddy YouTube channel, Sellers actually transferred to Clemson, but he's still in South Carolina in this universe and is playing great football. So yeah, they're 84 overall, 85 offense, 84 defense, and they've got a great defensive line. They got 92 overall defensive ends. They've got their only weakness is their secondary. Now, our difference maker this season has been Brian Robinson. He has absolutely dominated at pass rushing and also run stopping. So many sacks already this year through the first 3 games, and he's looking to dominate against a very strong offensive line there for South Carolina. Not going to be an easy task here ahead for Brian Robinson. It is time, though. Kentucky, first Southeastern Conference matchup here of year 4. We're looking for 4 national championships in a row. Number 17, South Carolina. Number 2, Kentucky. I am so ready. Now, what uniforms should we wear? How about blue pants? How about blue pants? The rest are fine white. Yeah, that's going to be the one for the day. And maybe blue helmet, actually. I think we're going to go blue helmet. Yep, that's the way. Let's see what uniform South Carolina is wearing. Let's have them wear the black pants. Yeah, let's go garnet and black. And then Make sure the playbook is set. Playbook is set. And it is time for a Southeastern Conference matchup. Let's dominate, everybody. Get your one-times ready. Let's get fired up. Let's go, Big Blue Nation.
Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
One thing you learn quick in South Carolina, that South Carolina fans know how to spell. USC. They love to display their ability to spell the initials of University of South Carolina. That's one thing you learn very quickly in this environment.
Kentucky about to
yeah, we know, we get it.
Underway.
You know how to spell. Well, it's not technically spelling, that's just you know the initials of your school.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first.
No need to be nervous.
Here.
And we are back on schedule this week. We'll have 2 episodes. I know we only had 1 last week. Wednesday afternoons and Saturday mornings. That's typically the schedule here for College Football 25 Dynasty. Let's play some high-level football.
That swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
They're bringing heat.
Yes, that is what we do. Come on. Was that Gadsden?
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with.
Who got the sack there?
Now the defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive.
Kyle Kendricks, defensive tackle from Lexington, Kentucky. He was in our first recruiting class. Our first 5-star athlete, I believe. Let's go.
This play will be
Gotta keep a cover 3 match.
whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. To the air.
Screen. That's just all the incredible defensive line. That's Gadsden. He's disruptive. He is so disruptive. Now we're running a cover 4. And I'm gonna run a spy.
Intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national.
Lofts one high and deep.
That's a pick. Yeah, all day, every day. I turned into him and made a great play on that football, though. That was not an easy interception, not easy timing. It was a bad throw. Terrion, he has the platinum interception ability, so if you're in the spot, you're going to pick it. It's a bad throw, though, right? He underthrew him by a mile. Did he get hit?
On the opening drive.
It is brave to throw that. No, he was not. It was just a terrible throw. Wow, is it windy today? Yeah, but here's the thing. One-on-one against our cornerbacks this year, you can't do it. Last year, yes. This year, no. They are blitzing. I'm still going to keep the run play.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
They didn't blitz. It was a covered shell, and it was wide open.
A lot more, but he's got the first down.
Our team is just so good this year. Now, we did not do a great job running the ball last week. Took us a while to get the run game going.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and short.
Run him over. Let's go. Now, I need to stop giving the ball so much, right? I'm going to mix up some more throwing plays, give Drayton a little break. Sanders.
Finds a tight end.
Their big weakness, their cornerbacks are not good, and we should be able to throw a lot on them. I know we're a running team, but like, there's no way they can keep up with us. When your starting cornerback is 80 overall with 84 speed, good luck.
Out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know
Dan Honeycutt block. Dan.
So much riding on the line.
Headed to the end
That's all
zone.
Stephen Bullock. Dan
Gets out of
Honeycutt missed the
bounds
block
after
for a
the big
touchdown.
play, and they'll be set
What a
up
run
in
from
business
the
for first
sophomore
and goal.
quarterback, Stephen Bullock.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down. And
Why is
chews
our
up
backup
yards
running
like
back
it's
in here?
nothing. That's a quarterback.
You're kidding.
Quarterback doing that to your defense.
Why is our backup in?
Quick
No.
call by the offense
No.
after the play.
Do you want to score a touchdown or not? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying Tremaine Stack is not good, but you want Trayvon Drayton in the game. Why does it have the middle linebacker as the safety?
They'll try to get it in with the run.
He almost
That's what
got
you
it.
expect from a senior.
Okay,
Don't
so
give
now what
him
we're gonna
any
do
extra yards. Great tackle there.
Is we're going to run an I formation, and we're just going to go straight up the gut.
You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Our line is too good. Yeah, that's all day, every day. And did you see the big fullback, Chris Stacy?
Right back to the well, and this time
Yeah.
he finds one.
Scary man.
Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep
Imagine being a
feeding it to
defensive
their
back
workhorse
and taking
back to
on a
open
block
this game.
from
Great job
Chris
in the
Stacy.
open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On U of K, that South Carolina defense looked just a big mismatch. They clearly cannot handle their only weakness on the defensive line is really their interior line. So we should be running up the middle, but our entire line is dominated, even against their really good left end. So I'm here for it because our run blocking, remember, is insane. Our line this year is the best line we've had in this series so far. It's not even close. This is the best line I've had in this game. Everybody has over like 95 run blocking, something crazy like that. They can't be stopped. They've had great perks. Like, we built this team. Like, this is what I was going for. And really, we should be throwing more this game. And we will, because that's the big mismatch. But I don't know. I just love to run. I can't help it. Now I'm going to keep running a cover 3 match until they prove that they can beat it.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again,
That's
and
a
you'll
lot
be
of
right
that's
to the
on me
sideline for the rest of the
and
game.
Soles Jr.,
You gotta
both of
go
us.
out, you got to call your
Okay.
plays, and I hope this
Now I'm going
coaching
to do a
staff isn't gonna
blitz.
be
We
afraid
haven't
to throw
blitzed
it
yet.
to try.
I'm going to do a
It's
nickel
really
trap.
frustrating when you get a guy in his spot, he's in the hole, he's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle.
Good decision from Sellers there, because if he throws it left, Godfrey is going to take that to the house. Let's run man.
Serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
We had the talent to run man.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle.
Come
It's
on.
Jacob. They get him
First
at
down.
the 42, but he picked up
Okay.
10 there.
Let's go back to what works the best with our offense. That's a cover 3 match. Showing cover 2.
Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got his man quickly.
I tried to strip it. Now, did you all see how good we picked up that tight end? So we took out the route that he was looking for. He had to check down there in the corner. He was looking for the tight end wheel route. We did a great job of reading that.
And get extra yards for his offense.
It's what we're supposed to do from there, but still.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Finds his tight end.
Storm Livings, the 5-star bust, who's turned out to be a pretty good player. He's kind of been the sleeper of this Kentucky team.
Play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time.
Oh, no.
found the
Oh,
soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place.
Soles made a great play. It's because their tight end only has 70 speed, so that's another mismatch. A tight end has 70 speed. If he gets beat by Soles Jr., I'd be pretty upset. He did get beat there. He just dropped it. But we should not get beat by their tight end. But that's on me. I bit up hard on that play action. Yes. Man coverage, and I read that perfectly. On the running back the entire time. What a play. And shout out to the defensive line, right? Because they allowed their ability to kind of get in position there, allowed us to be able to make a play there. Beautiful. Because the defensive line had good push there. The offensive line got no push. They opened up a hole, but they couldn't get to the second level. Our defensive line was very good there. And that's a good field goal. I would have missed that. Yeah, our defensive line is so strong. This entire team is filled with superstars on both sides of the ball. Our special teams as well. This is the most complete team I've built in College Football 25. This is insane.
And they thought about a return, then thought,
wow, I love this team. Okay, let's run inside zone. There's their 92 overall at left in. Maybe there was only one in the 90s. I think it was. I think I'm thinking of their middle linebacker, who's really good.
Just keep at it here on this drive.
Yeah, it's their middle linebacker there, the impact player. Those are really their only few superstars on the defensive side.
I'm not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass.
Good coverage.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback.
What a mesh spot. There's number 7. I'm trying to.
And because of that, the ball
is number 7 on the inside there on 19? I think he might be. Yeah, he's manned up. No way. There's 7. Whenever 7 is on any of our receivers, we throw it. Do you see the speed differential? I'm running to the outside here. I know I'm running towards their impact player, but I trust my team. It's the end of the first.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Domination. I mean, truly have dominated. Scoreboard 7-3, but I feel like we have been the much better team right now.
See if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll snap this one from the 42.
I trust our team. Like, I'm running towards their impact player. That's how much I trust. Look at Chris Stacy go.
At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before.
Excuse me? You better believe on the film, the team is going to be laughing at this one. They're going to be, you tell. You better believe the team is going to be like, Chris, what did you do there? Keep in mind, this is a 300-pound fullback here who has platinum lead blocking, I believe, whatever trait he has. He got ran over by their safety. That is embarrassing. I mean, he did enough, right? But you better believe the team is going to be laughing at that when they watch film. They're never going to let him live that down. Hey, Chris, do you remember that time when you let the safety at South Carolina run you over? Yeah, that 5'9" safety? Yeah, I remember. And they're just going to run the clip over and over. I'm going to pause the video, take a screenshot here. I am shocked. Yeah, that's definitely one of those plays that teammates will never let Chris Stacy forget. Like, that's going to be the blooper reel of the year when Chris Stacy just got ran over by a safety. Hey, we still got a great gain out of it, right? Let's do a play action, right? That's too funny. Nobody was expecting that, right?
First down, and you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first down.
Nobody open, throw it away. I'm outside the tackle box, right?
And I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offered.
I mean, was it? I don't know. It's close. It was close. Top rushing. Look at us. Not in the Heisman list anymore, but we'll be there.
Second down coming up.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think it was. We technically weren't out. Oh, we definitely weren't outside the tackle.
He's looking to throw.
Oh, number 7 on 19. Yep. It's a terrible throw.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard
That was all
line.
me turning into him. Their cornerback is terrible there, number 7, and I know that. That's pass interference too, with the way we turned around. We got lucky. I mean, it didn't matter, right? We made the play, declined the penalty. But, like, we could throw it up all day. He's 80 overall. I want to put this out. He's 80 overall. But He's got 84 speed. He's got 80 acceleration, I think. And his zone and man coverage are in the 70s. Good luck.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss.
That's what we do. I mean, that's a walk-in touchdown. Trayvon Drayton does it again. That's all the offensive line. This team is too good. And I love it.
The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Big mismatch. You know, I was expecting South Carolina to have a much better team overall, but they have good players, but too many weaknesses in key positions. Their secondary, their defensive tackles, and you can just tell that they are outmatched right now. And offensively, our defense has just been too strong.
Good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting...
But let's stay humble. Let's not get too confident.
Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive
Good
today,
hit.
but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Toledo.
Bowling Green about to upset Toledo. Toledo in the top. What are they ranked? 21? Yeah, 21. Come on, Toledo. You got this.
From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs.
Let's go.
Moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I'm not going to blitz. Our team, I don't think we need to blitz.
This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Great job by Dylan Rowe, the sophomore, jumping up on that outside route. That was beautiful coverage. Now let's run a man, and I'm guarding the running back wherever he goes.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Using the quick
That's a great play. I mean, that's a great play. Good play call and good execution from the offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Timeout. Timeout.
The hard part now is
team, settle down.
Not easy to do.
Settle down.
Timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same
like,
ball.
don't complicate things. Just play football. Just settle down.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all.
He better throw that away if that was on target. That thing was taken to the house.
Now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I want a big pick by Godfrey. It's been a little while. I don't think we had a pick last game. No.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
He had 2 receivers open for a touchdown there. He could have hit my receiver. So here's the thing. When you match zone,
No doubt, and quarterbacks and
you got to play it right. And I did not play it right there. The rest of the team did. That's just a bang-bang play. That's a great throw. Like, not many quarterbacks can hit that right on the number in between the safety and defensive back there. It's a fantastic throw. Basically, could only put that throw right there. It's a great throw. But yeah, he could have thrown 2 touchdowns there, but I said I shouldn't have talked too soon, but
and it's up and good.
That's, maybe I should have ran a cover 4.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
There they go. Listen to
They
them.
cap things off with a scoring toss from
No,
27
USC.
yards
You
out.
all aren't USC.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Not USC what I think of. I think of the Trojans as USC.
And
But
it'll be a touchback
here in
ball
South
will
Carolina,
come out to the 25
they want to be the
yard
only
line.
USC, right?
Kentucky
They are
sends the
dominating
offense
passing
back
right
out
now.
onto the field.
We're shutting down the
Back
run
and
game,
forth
but
we go on these last couple of drives,
Chris,
David,
that's what I'm
everybody
talking
moving the
about.
ball.
Come on.
These offenses
That's
are
what
in
we
rhythm.
do.
Everything they're doing right now is working.
Every time.
A lot of scoring. This puts a
I need
lot
to settle
more
down.
pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
The
And at
Power
this
O
point,
is
too,
the only
David,
way to
which
go.
defense can
It's what
break
this team was
serve,
made
right?
for.
Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Way to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, but not a good play.
How about the defender.
Now shock H option. If we catch number 7 again in the slot, this is a touchdown. If he's matched up, it's a touchdown.
With some bad intentions.
Feeling some heat.
Nobody blocked.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there.
This is, in my opinion, the best offensive line in college football right now. They fell apart. I know they're better at run blocking, but still. Where's number 7?
They win up front.
Where's number 7? Can't tell.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to
Dan Honeycutt.
And he
I tried.
feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another
Did he
sack.
throw it? I don't know. I guess he didn't want to fumble. Smart. Oh, no wonder he couldn't throw it. Nobody could throw that one. Good thing he didn't. I can't believe he held on to that football. Okay. You don't call out another team, and I've done that multiple times in this Dynasty series. When I start calling out the talent on the other team, bad things happen.
Kentucky
Just play
sends
football,
out the running
Ryan.
unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances. he had in that win
I didn't
last
touch
week.
him. I did not touch him.
And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play.
That's a freshman, Andres Robledo. Did I touch him? They said I did. Fair catch interference.
So the offense
I
picks up
do
15
not. I mean, I
yards
guess I
after
did.
an egregious blunder on special teams.
The game would know, right? They'd know if I touch them, but
Great spot to start
that's a
this drive
nightmare.
for the
Okay,
offense.
that's on me. Wake up. Let's get a
Wide
pick by
receiver
Godfrey.
shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic
Hit him.
with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on
Go to
time.
4-3.
Get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Our team is great at getting interceptions.
field, it's
We've got to get
solid.
another one.
Looking to scramble.
Hey, we've got to start running a
And
spy
they'll
now.
Finally get him down after a terrific
I know he's
pickup.
fast. Sellers is really fast. He's hurt us running his entire career here.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Yeah, you can't run on
And
us.
they try the middle of this stout defense, and
Good
they
luck.
rise to the challenge. 2nd down here, and maybe
Let's
they've got
put,
time to get
Kendricks
one more
on as
snap
the
off
spy.
before the 2-minute warning.
They can play. They can play. Good job. Way to gang tackle.
That completion will take it
Come on.
inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Okay, now I'm
They've
going to run
already
a double
squandered
spy.
a couple
No,
of
just
chances
one.
to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. It's
Read
broken
that
up and
perfect.
almost intercepted in the
I
end
knew
zone. It'll be
Soles
4th
Jr.
down.
is usually our weakness in
And
coverage,
third
so
and
I
short, you
controlled
have to
them there.
throw the
I knew
football,
they were
and I
looking
think a
for
lot
that
of that has to do
across
with they know
route.
they're in field goal
Barely
range. They can
timed
take the
that
3
right
points
to
on the
knock
board.
that down. That's an incredible play. That would have been a
And
touchdown,
for
I
the
believe,
second
if we
time
were not
tonight,
there.
they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
Almost a
And he's made
perfect
one
throw,
already,
though.
and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out.
That was a cool animation, right? Just barely getting his hands on it. Soles Jr., let's go, baby. What is our line? Did you see our lineman on the ground getting, like, stepped on? And what? Was that Kendricks? Kendricks, are you okay?
After putting up a
14-3, we got a ball game.
Set to go. Fair catch, called for and made.
All right. No use to panic yet. We have the
Kentucky has it
best
back in the big blue
run offense in
takes
the nation.
field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You gotta
I
get
mean,
a drive
where did
together
48
here
come
so you
from?
don't
That
wear
was
the defense
phenomenal.
out.
I just
Okay.
think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got
Yeah,
to do
that-
something here
Yeah,
to get
we
this
were pretty
defense on their
predictable
heels.
running, but usually it
Didn't get
works.
much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He puts a lot of air under
I hit the
it down
wrong button.
sideline. And it's incomplete.
I hit the
Going
wrong
for the
button.
Massive explosive play.
I was
Instead,
looking
they're
for,
looking
I
at
was
a
trying to
3rd
throw
down.
that to Guerrero,
The receiver was double
but
on that play,
yeah,
and I don't
okay.
know if
Wake
the
up. Let's do the
decision by the
986
QB had to
switch.
do
Please,
with
number
the
7.
because he was hurried,
Where's
he
number
had to get
7?
rid of that faster than he
Wish
wanted
I could
to.
see,
He's
but
lucky
I
he
don't
didn't come away with
know.
an interception.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here.
Over top.
And the DB making
Over
a
top.
huge
That's
play,
on me.
knocking it away
I
downfield.
held it down a little bit too
Really
long.
nice
Tried to
play
send
by
it
the
up and
defender,
over
being
top.
in a good
Sanders is
position
that's a big
that
mismatch
keep
there.
ball
He's way
downfield,
faster.
Not letting the receiver put his big body
You
on
gotta
it,
lob
go
it.
over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
First Southeastern
He's gonna
Conference
try to
game
flip
away.
the
We knew it was
field
going to be a
with
battle.
this
We had a great start,
Sends his
and
first
we're
one of the
just
day on the way.
not
We didn't
delivering
see
right
much
now.
of him
That's
in
a
that
great
victory
punt.
last week, just called on one time.
Wait, he touched it. He touched it.
And they'll down this just inside the 35.
Okay. He definitely touched that football, did he not? He didn't. He changed his mind. I thought he touched that. Almost a huge mistake from South Carolina. We almost got a huge break, but he didn't touch it. Close. That was just as close as you can
He
get.
make a big mistake, flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Come on, team.
He's going to pass. Throwing right.
Soles, what are you doing?
Got him downfield.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still gonna
I
force
stripped
feed
it.
my playmakers.
User
I'm
strip
not quarterback.
fumble. Our
I'm not
first of the
MC.
year.
I'm
We had like
walking over to that
3
guy.
last year.
It's okay. It's
We
a little
did
bit
it.
of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
That's incredible. Huge mistake from the receiver there. I mean, it's a wait, what? Did he pick that up when he was out of bounds? Dooley, what a play. Are you kidding me? Was he out of bounds when he picked that up? Okay, can you all explain to me what Soles Jr. is doing here? And Dooley. What are they both doing here? We have great coverage this year, right? We have great talent. This is unacceptable right here. Dooley has to get over. What's he watching? He's watching the quarterback's eyes. I guess the quarterback is looking the other way, right? So I'll give him that. But like, are you kidding me, Dooley? Now, Dooley made up for it with this strip tackle right there, right? Incredible. But let's watch this. Is it Kazi? Oh, he picked it up. He's out of bounds. Look. He's out of bounds. Just leave that ball there. I think that's on me. I think I was him. Good play, though.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack.
Gotta run a spy here.
Odyssey.
That's
The
frustrating.
last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
To the air. It's Sellers. He'll take a shot.
No.
And that one's going to be incomplete. He was
Barely.
for the touchdown, but
Barely.
couldn't get the foot down in bounds. And let's hold
No.
on just a minute here as the
I knew it was
officials are going to
close.
have a second look. And they take another look
Okay.
at the play.
Well, that
with
was
the officials
fast.
on the field were
I didn't even
right,
get
and
to
the
see
play
it.
will stand. 2nd and 10.
I'm
after
dropping
the
back
previous play.
Matthew Horn into coverage here.
He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes down.
But I get for not running a spy. I had to make a decision, and I wanted the pressure. I wanted the pass rush there with the 3. I knew I should have called a different play. And now what am I going to do? Well, I think there's only one thing to do here is put the blitz on them.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down.
Strip it.
Finds his big tight
Tried.
end. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and
This is
goal
where our
for this
team has
offense.
excelled in the red zone
Not much of a
opportunities. So
secret who
let's
they
do
were
cover 2
looking
hard
to,
flat.
but
We've
doing
got to run a
something
spy,
about
though.
it is a major problem.
Come on, Matthew.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep.
And
That is
it's
terrible
caught.
coverage.
Touchdown,
Dooley,
Gamecocks.
what are you doing?
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the
You know, as the head coach of this team, I take full responsibility for talking about South Carolina too soon, saying they're outmatched. And they are outmatched. Dooley was there to make a play. What was he doing? He could have picked that and took it to the house. Like, watch this. You know, we won't spend a long time in this replay breakdown, but I want you to see Dooley. Oh, he turned around. Right there. He cut the wrong way. Dooley, what are you watching? It was terrible. And what a catch from the receiver. Like, that is perfection. What a throw, too.
And it looks as if they
I mean, it's a booth review. It's still a touchdown. We just saw it.
That last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double.
They just wanted to hear South Carolina's fight song again. I would go for 2 here. Why not? Why would you kick that? Make it a 7-point game, right? 14 seconds left. I'm going to score. Where's number 7?
Finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And the ball will make it into
Where is number 7? Let's run our play.
Touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Where is number 7? It's just impossible to tell.
To the air on first down. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One more play.
Here's a timeout.
One more play. I'm just trying to catch number 7 in a mismatch if we can find him. It's hard. You can see it once he's running, but
on second down, wants to throw.
That's a touchdown. Sanders
makes the catch down the right side.
He underthrew him just a touch. Just a touch. Good try. Well, I'll see you in the second half. What a disappointing second quarter.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
You all know what I'm really impressed about is their secondary. Like, their secondary should be terrible based on the depth chart review. They have no speed, no acceleration. They have not good man-in zone coverage, but how in the world are they sticking with our team? Is that the Heisman effect? I guess. But, like, they should not be this good.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance.
But they are at home. We got to remember home field advantage, but still, it shouldn't turn them into superstars when they're not.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out.
Got lucky there.
And change the complexity.
Got lucky that Sanders made a play there. Should have been picked off for a touchdown.
On third and long,
Guerrero, the
downfield.
freshman, Guerrero, 6'6", 97 speed, touchdown.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he
You
found
can't
the daylight, it
press
was
him.
time to make a house call.
Good luck. First touchdown for the freshman.
Like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities.
Generational
Look at him
talent
run
right
by
there,
the
everybody.
defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Tough to overthrow him as well. Like if Steven would have done that, he might have been benched. I mean, that is a 6'6" receiver, super fast, who has sure hands and 50-50 ability, which basically means he's never going to drop it. I love that celebration in the end zone as well. Guerrero got one, everybody, from Florida. I can't remember where in Florida, but wow, the talent.
Getting set for the point after.
We have a big play offense. See, that's what we should do. It's like our team heard me, right? Their secondary is not good. Show it.
Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college.
Guess you can always blame the coach. Maybe I'm not calling the right plays.
Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football.
That's how you start the second half, though.
They're a long way from closing this out.
Arizona up on UCF right now, 14-7.
We'll circle back if
Big matchup on them.
happens, you should know about.
We're for them.
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line gets set, first down.
I love this game so much. Thank you all for keeping this series going. I'm having a blast.
From the gun.
We build a great team. Thank you all for being a part of that. You all were a big part of building this team as well and helping me get better as a coach and as a player. I've come a long way and never will say I'm the best at the game because I'm far from it, but I do love it. And I always try my best. I make a lot of mistakes, not the best at the game, but I work hard and I try hard, and I really want to win. I have a strong will to win. It just doesn't always work out that way.
What kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is
Best
it
clock
two high
management
safeties?
on
And then
YouTube,
you
right?
know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest
Best
percentage
clock
completion
management
is
on
based
YouTube.
on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go with that. 5 minutes left in the third. We got a ball game.
Downfield, it's Sellers. Pressure
I
coming.
dare you to throw that, Sellers. I dare you.
Nowhere close.
He didn't
on
want to
that
throw
one
it.
as he got drilled trying
Good
to
tackle
convert
from
the
Kyle.
football, and now
No,
they
we got to
face
run a
down.
spy here. I'm actually going to get
They line up
risky
with
here. I'm
some
going to put
serious
Livings on a
work to do
spy.
if They want to convert this one. They're trying to get to it. That
Yes!
pass not close
I
as
knew
he
I had to
got
turn into him to
drilled
make a play on the
trying to
football
deliver
because
it.
the
It'll
AI
be fourth
does
down.
not get aggressive coming back. I turned in and came up and tried to strip it, and it
Hit
worked.
the quarterback and force the incompletion.
The Gamecocks will
I could have
bring
put a
the
hit
punt
stick
team
on him,
onto the
but
field. They'll look to pin him deep.
I think trying to knock it out was the better play.
Able to get the first
Oh,
one
Dan
of the
Honeycutt
day
has a
away.
punt
They did
return
have to
already
send him out
this
3
year. Let's
times
get
in that
another one.
victory last week.
Should have fair
And the
caught it,
punt
but
team able to smack him to the ground.
who is this a jet sweep to?
Kentucky has it back in the big blue
Sands.
offense,
That's
takes the
actually
field.
great to the other
And
way.
David, how they would love to stick it in the
98
end zone
speed.
one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit,
I mean,
you get
outside
a little
was
bit of
not
rhythm.
open. We had to
It's
cut it up to
really
get
hard
something.
Stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're
How about
loving
play
what's
action?
happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just
Sanders,
looking at your play
probably.
sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll run play action.
To the big fullback. Look at
They'll
Chris
grab the throw
Stacy.
to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love
You know,
him
we
so
joked that
much.
the tight ends
I'm
always
going to
open
do
days.
our highest percentage play,
action
which is
almost makes it impossible to
inside
keep
zone
them up.
to
Yeah,
Drayton.
because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones.
That's
and
what
they
we
get
do.
good matchups, and man, those tight
That's
ends
a bad
nowadays
spot,
are
in my
nightmares for
opinion, but
defenses to try to stop.
I know I could have audible to a long pass, but the way their coverage has been today, I respect it, and
They're in their own
their
territory,
cornerbacks
but they
are playing
only
like they
need
have
a few
99
inches,
speed
and
a
this
lot of the
is why you
times.
have a prominent
It's wide open.
jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
I think
Okay.
that's a big advantage of having a
Go
tiny
back to the
quarterback,
power O.
right, is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Wildcats come to the line.
Chris,
with a
what are
new
you
set of
doing?
downs. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility.
Our big fullback missed an easy block there for him. He's having an off game.
Getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Trying to surprise him with the pass.
Nothing
The
fancy.
short hands, it's Guerrero.
That's Guerrero again.
Step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone.
Okay, I'm going to do the
understanding drag route
motion.
concept.
Where's the motion
Easy pitch,
formation?
easy catch.
There it is. I'm going to do slot cross.
Better find the
And I'm looking at
here
98
comes
speed
the
here,
noise,
Sands.
backing this defense on 3rd down.
If we can get number 7 on him. And man, it's not
From the
man.
gun, wants to pass.
He's open.
Throws
No,
to
he's
the wide
not.
out. And it's picked off. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with
That's
the
the
kick there with their
difference
nickel
in,
personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on off,
one of the best parts about this game compared to Madden, right? So this is an example of many years of playing Madden, right? You know, it's been a long time since the last college football game. So for the past 10 years, you know, been playing Madden. And in Madden, the safety and the cornerbacks do not read their zones that well. So in Madden, this defensive back here would have stayed with that receiver. So in my eyes, I just over the years, just I played this game so much, right? But still, old tendencies show up, and it's just it's a rechange in the brain, right? I'm so used to watching a defender read that the wrong way, but in college football 25, well, you can't do that anymore. So you think it's open, and I see him running, and no. Good luck, right? That is the difference in this game. What I love about this game versus Madden is just how defenders play their zones and they play their coverages so much better, especially seniors and juniors. You know, freshmen make a lot of mistakes. But yeah, a very, very poor decision, but it's just, yeah, it happens. That's great coverage by South Carolina. They don't have a good secondary, but somehow they showed up today. Welcome to Heisman difficulty, everybody. I have a buddy who always says, Heisman, you can have the best team against one of the worst teams. Excuse me. Excuse me for coughing into the mic there. I still have a cough. I'm feeling almost all the way better. I am feeling all the way better. I just have a cough from time to time. Yeah, my buddy always says, sometimes in this game on Heisman, this game will frustrate you the most because it will turn 70 overall cornerbacks and 80 speed cornerbacks into elite level cornerbacks, right? And it's true. It's just so true. I agree with my friend there. Sometimes it turns players who shouldn't be good into superstars. But I love that difficulty, right? Because you all have seen these last 3 years, year 2, year 3, and year 4 have all been Heisman, and it's much better because it's more exciting, it's more intense. And you still get those big blowouts, you still get them, but when you play away, a lot of times secondaries who seem weak will dominate. And a lot of that could be my fault. I'm not running a lot of play action. Like, I'm not getting as creative as typical. I wouldn't say this is my best coached game on the offensive side. So, I could blame the game all I want to. These are all my fault. Like, it's all my fault, right? Heisman makes you play smart, and they're going for a long field goal.
The field goal unit is out there for the third time.
Yeah, I didn't think he's going to make that.
What a disappointment.
Like almost an impossible kick. You know who would have made that? Alabama. They don't miss. But yeah, I do agree with my friend, though. There seems to be a hidden upset factor in Dynasty to where teams that are lower overall, even like, lower than you, like 10 lower, and sometimes those teams in front of their home fans on Heisman play like the best defense ever, even though you look at their depth chart, you're like, there's no way. And but if you watch college football, especially this year with all the upsets, I mean, it happens. Northern Illinois.
Yeah, and some people do that.
Took down Notre Dame.
But you got to show some trust in them.
Yeah.
Maybe get the ground game going, help around.
It happens. Sorry to Notre Dame fans out there to bring that up. But that's a great example of that, right?
Players understand situations, and they understand
it
where
happens.
the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get
let's
to.
focus
a lot
up.
of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide.
Dan Honeycutt.
Big plays.
Get him, Dan.
It's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Love to see these young receivers playing good football.
Instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
No.
Toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense.
Lucky. Lucky that Steven threw that a mile.
In the field of play, so
I'm not even going to talk about what I did. Let's just move on. You all know what I did.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs.
I'm looking at Sands. Sanders. Sands. 98 speed, you can't guard him. Let's go. Focus up.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another.
Okay,
big
now
play in this passing
I'm going to
attack.
do a power roll. They're going to think we're going to run this. I'm going to hit Sanders for a touchdown. Try to play smarter. I don't think my play calling has been the best today.
Where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Looking to the end zone.
That's
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
that he never drops it. That is the most low percent thing to ever happen.
Pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job.
He never drops it. It was good coverage, but he's there to make that catch. That is insane that he dropped that. Okay. Chris Stacy, can we unleash the beast right now? Chris, can you wake up?
They'll go to the toss.
That's all the outside. That's all the outside.
He's run out of bounds.
But Chris,
Got a big
again,
play on
poor
that one,
blocking.
and it'll be a first down. He's got 93 yards rushing. He
Yeah, I'm looking at a play action halfback wheel route to Drayton. Because they definitely think we're going to run it here.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
I tried.
And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has
I needed
the
just
lead.
a little bit more
They're sitting
time.
in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
We're playing good. I mean, it's not a bad
Not only
game.
is the
I don't think it's our
scoreboard on
best
their
game,
side, but so
obviously.
too
But
is
credit to
time
South
as we
Carolina.
open the
They're
fourth.
coaching a great game and playing a great
Starting
game.
off this quarter close enough to smell the
I'm
goal
looking at
line.
Sanders and then Dan Honeycutt.
He's back to throw on 2nd down.
Yes! Gave it back to him. The drop for a touchdown. You trust Sanders. Come on. He's so good. You can't guard him on a short route. You just can't.
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Yeah, got to kick a field goal, make it an 8-point game.
To tack one more onto that lead.
Dan Campbell would go for that and make it a 9-point game, but I'm not that brave.
To 8 here in the 4th.
Forced them to
And
go
let's
for
check
2.
in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it
Only
feels
Dan
like
Campbell is
the
brave
time
enough to make a lot of those calls, right?
Picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Toledo.
Okay, let's make a play.
Any big developments in this
Only one
we've got you
interception,
covered
right,
with
early
the
on.
Best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That was a
Nice move to
It's
stay
a
on his
fast
feet.
jet sweep, but he
Building
juked us out of our
momentum,
shoes
taking
right
up the
there.
chunk of yardage,
Okay.
Moving the chains out to the 34. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight
Good play
end.
by Matthew
They
Horn.
make the stop,
Was that
trying
that
to
might have
pick
been
up just
Gadsden?
A little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd
Yeah, that was
down.
Gadsden.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now
We
over
can't let him
1,000
have all
passing
day,
yards on the
like, we just
season,
can't.
And man, you know he's looking for more.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first
That's
and
good
10.
coverage on the outside
Pulls and
there.
fires it complete to the right.
But, like,
They
we
make
have
the
to put
stop
pressure on
after
him
the
because
catch.
what he's
Still
doing
some
right
work
now
to
is
do to
just,
pick up that
he's
first
just
down.
doing whatever he wants right now.
My old coach said,
And we
"You'll
can't be
never
having
go
that.
broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
Off the play fake. He's got an open man. They get him down with this offensive setup.
That's how you run a read option, right? That's how you run that's how you do it. That's a perfect read option. I mean, a play action, not a read option. That's a perfect play action. And I bit up, couldn't get back, and yeah, that was a perfect play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Let's go. Brian Robinson finally gets a sack.
Back at the 13.
Let's go.
You try to catch
Okay, let's go to 4-3. That's when we excel in the red zone. Tampa 2. And better run a spy.
Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That's a great read. Sellers is just putting on a clinic right now.
After the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove.
Now watch. I'm going to really throw him off.
He's reading the coverage.
He's not going to know what to do with 2 spies here. He's going to freak out.
That's why the ball's coming
2 spies?
He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's embarrassing for our 2 defensive linemen, especially Brian Robinson.
Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with
We had
that
2
much speed,
quarterback spies
you
there.
gotta find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the
And Brian Robinson is fast. Like, he can keep up and make that play. He's done it 1,000 times. He just did not read that good at all. And I tried to turn into Brian Robinson. It turned me into another player. Yeah, they're going to go for it, obviously. I'm going to put the blitz on them.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. On the run. Still
Brian Robinson missed the tackle. I didn't want to run a spy. I wanted to put the pressure on him, try to get them to get a sack. Great play by Sellers. Good vision to get up. He is dominating right now. This is insane.
All tied up in the 4th quarter.
Hey, this is Southeastern Conference play, everybody. This is what it's about.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot.
Like, this is what we expect. I was not expecting a close game, honestly, but what we have, so play action.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open.
Stephen Bullock is feeling the pain. You see the wear and tear, everybody? That is not good.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw.
Tried to hit the tight end there. Just no time. This South Carolina defense has been so impressive. And from a depth chart perspective, I'm just shocked right now. Especially at their secondary. I am absolutely shocked. Home field advantage, right? Gotta love it. It's how it is in real life, too. Like, sometimes those home field advantage, it will just, like, a team you expect to dominate just doesn't. And welcome to playing away in the Southeastern Conference.
From the gun,
Rashard Dugans! Rashard Dugans! That's the mismatch! The speed differential! What a throw! Good read, too. Thank you to Rashard Dugans there. And Stephen Bullock making that throw despite being terrified back there as a quarterback. Let's run it.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10 threatening.
Most stressful video game you ever play. I say this a lot. Elden Ring, number 1. Number 2, College Football 25.
He leaves it with his back.
And I would say sometimes College Football 25 is even more stressful than Elden Ring, but Elden Ring is just stressful the entire time. So
that's how you lead the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on
one of my favorite games of all time. Tough.
Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground.
Yeah, we just run out the clock now, right? Like,
this offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible.
I should have ran up the middle more today. That's one of my regrets because that's a big mismatch.
A 1st down run in the red zone.
That's what I should have been doing the whole game.
Get him on the
They shut down the outside power arrow, and I just gave up on it, or I kept running it, and turn out the 2-minute warning here.
Everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position.
It's important to point out, too, we have to score here, right?
Like 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams ahead.
Good try. Offensive line is so good. And hey, we trust our quarterback. I understand we're taking it out of the hands of the high. No. That's not smart. Trust our Heisman running back, right?
So you know the defense.
That's the worst defensive play call I've ever seen. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown! What is South Carolina's defensive coordinator doing?
What a great game.
Against the best run offense, they
make the big play.
What?
They come up with it late, take the lead.
What were they doing? They wanted us to score. You know, maybe they wanted more time. Maybe. That's an interesting strategy, though.
But this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone.
Like, I understand. Maybe they expect us to score no matter what. But that is such a weird play call. That might be the worst defensive play call I've seen in this game.
Point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown.
Who is South Carolina's defensive coordinator? They might not be the defensive coordinator after this game, after that one.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly
play over top,
in their attack.
give cushion.
So it comes down to
Don't allow anything deep.
Don't let the moment
we'll allow a quarterback run.
Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
Good play. That's the big improvement this year. It hasn't showed up today, our secondary, but that was our biggest improvement in the offseason. We're young.
To the air, it's Sellers.
We'll let you check down all you want to. I'm trying to strip it every time.
It's a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
That's a good decision. We actually run that play a lot.
Quick timeout call.
That's a good play.
After the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I want to say a lot, but a couple times per game.
Will snap it on 1st and 10.
I don't usually execute it that well, but
looking to move it through the air.
That's a great read. I thought he was going to do a post, and he cut out. Too late for that. Oh, no.
And they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's looking to throw it.
Brian Robinson does it again.
What a huge play.
He could win Heisman this year if he keeps this up. Are you kidding me? Like, he's so good.
Now facing a 3rd and
absolute legend. 45 seconds left. 3rd and 13.
He needs a chunk play.
That is one of the best and bravest throws I've ever seen. He put that ball behind him knowing I was going to cut in front. That was perfection. Who can do that? Is that Peyton Manning out there? Oh, like the accuracy of Peyton Manning out there.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
In position to play. He could put that in one spot, and he puts it there. That is absolute perfection.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just
settle down the heart rate. Come on. Focus. Clear the mechanism. Win the football game, team. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it?
And you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Good hit. 25 seconds left. They got the 1st down, so they're going to get some time.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. We excel at a 4-3 here, but we're not going to run a 4-3 because of where we are in the end zone. We've got to run a spy too. This is so tough. They run it?
Right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes
that is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
As they get closer and closer, and the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Oh, okay. I mean, we weren't expecting it, to be honest, so... Oh, no. This is when we have to go... What do? We have to watch Sellers.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, team.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires in the end zone.
Terry for the win. Terry does it again. You can't stop him.
This defense make plays time and time again.
Platinum interception ability. Says no, no, no. Get out of my video game, he says. Incredible. That is game. That is game. Let's nil it. Oh, that is perfection. That was all him. I did not read that. I was not him, I mean. That's why I called that play call, to stop that. But that was all him. I did not turn into him or anything. What a game. Oh, my goodness. That was electric. On U of K, baby. We did it. We did it.
They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That was incredible. I'm so proud of this team. I am so proud of our defense, the way we rallied. Yes, it was not a great game defensively, but Terrion Nichols dominated. 2 interceptions, an interception to win the game. And we have to give credit to our defensive line, but our secondary struggled today. I mean, wow. And that quarterback there, Sellers, he dominated. Like, he picked us apart. He made 2 mistakes, and that last mistake cost him the game. But wow. You have to throw that, though, right? I mean, it was kind of open. It's just he chose the wrong player, I believe. He should have hit the outside receiver, not the inside. And I think that's where he made his mistake there. I've done that 1,000 times, but hey, that South Carolina team earned a lot of respect today. They may not, from a depth chart perspective, look like the greatest team, but oh my. I said that they have a lot of talent, and they do. The mismatch of coverage wasn't really a big mismatch today. We did have some big plays deep, but that secondary looked way faster than they should be. I don't know what happened to them, but I think they kind of cheated. I mean, how does 84 speed turn into electricity out there? I don't know. Home field advantage, I guess, makes you faster. That was nuts. Their secondary is not fast, and somehow they did it today. 35-28. What a win. Hard-fought win. Our defense came through. That's what we do. And what about Drayton? 3 touchdowns on the day. They scored 17 points in the second. Our defense came out, held them to 0 in the third, then 8 in the fourth. And our offense, we played good. 7, 7, 7, and then 14. That's how you close out a game. Do you want to win, or do you want to lose, you two? This Kentucky offense and defense said we want to win. Defense has to play a little bit better, though. That was not our greatest defensive game, but we got the job done, right? I mean, that was awesome. Wow, I love this game. 415 offense, 120 rushing, held them to 48 yards rushing. You can't run on us. Now, they didn't need to because they threw for 355. So, yeah, that's not great. Now, we had 295 passing. That's a great passing game for us. That's a really good passing and rushing game for us. We never have that many passing. And good possession time. A good game overall. We did have that interception, right? Was it just the one? Yeah. Good game for Stephen Bullock. 11 for 21. Not great completion percent, but 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that 1 interception. That was great coverage. I mean, it's just bad habits from Madden over the years of players not playing coverage like that. And in this game, college football, they do actually play their coverages, and it will bite you. Trayvon Drayton, 22, 123 touchdowns. Did Sanders, 58, 77 for Sands. Guerrero got his first touchdown. I mean, spread the ball around. It doesn't look like we had a great passing game, but I mean, big plays. We're a big play offense. Dan Honeycutt, only 1 for 8. What about defensive? How many sacks did Robinson have? 1.5. Kendricks had 1. Gadsden had a half. Honestly, that South Carolina offensive line played really good. I mean, they dominated against one of the best pass rushes in college football. What? You know the silly thing. I told you all to not overlook the South Carolina team at the beginning, talking about how they have a lot of talent, but they are lacking in some positions, and I overlooked them. I mean, I have to be honest, I did. I mean, it shocked me, and their coverage was that good, and I was rattled the entire game. We still scored, but I still do not believe that secondary should ever be that fast. I understand on Heisman difficulty, like, it's going to be a lot harder, but the difference between a 98 speed receiver versus 80 speed cornerbacks and with 80 acceleration should always be an advantage to the receivers. Maybe I was missing the open receivers, but no, I don't think we had a lot of space. And that's sometimes where I think Heisman difficulty is unrealistic, because that should have been a huge mismatch. Even we should have had 400 passing yards there. Their secondary should never have been able to keep up with our players with that acceleration and speed, and also with their man and zone coverage. They had home field advantage, we have to keep in mind. I feel like sometimes on Heisman, home field advantage makes their speed go up by like 10 points, and I could be wrong on that, but something's happening, because you all saw it. I mean, you all saw it the entire game. That did not look like an 84 speed or 86 speed. None of their cornerbacks had more than 89 speed, and 89 acceleration. There should have been a massive mismatch there, but it was not there. You could see the mismatch between our tight end and their middle linebacker, but I mean, I was impressed with their speed. I don't know. It'd be different if like they had 99 coverage. Then I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. They're just really good at knowing where to be in space and covering, but they don't. So that must just be the Heisman effect, really. So here we go. Let's go into the Week 5 recruiting, everybody. A big win for the Kentucky Wildcats. You'll love to see it. But let's see what we got here. Now, we did lose Andre, and I'm sad about it. He verbally committed. I don't think he's going to decommit. I'm going to leave him on here just in case Alabama starts to lose a lot and he decides to come to Kentucky. Very rare for that actually to happen. I've only had it happen once in how many hours in this video game? A whole lot. So here we go. Sion Aloa is one we have to get now. We lost Andre. We have to get the power back from Honolulu. Let's see his speed. His speed is 93. Yeah, he's honestly going to be really good. 93 speed power back with 88 acceleration, 88 trucking, and 90 acceleration. Good luck. Good luck trying to block him. And we can hard sell now. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, do you all think we can convince him? Well, you know what they say. Kentucky is just a short flight away from Hawaii. Proximity to home. We can't sell that. So, yeah. Yeah, Kentucky is right there. I promise. We're really close. It may not seem like it, I know. But just trust me on this one. We are really close. We can't do anything there. A Zach Cal-Malat, power rusher, and we can hard sell. That's a great hard sell. A-, A, and A+. Welcome to Kentucky, Zach. Definitely hard selling. This video game is just so awesome. And I can't wait for the next one. Just think of like how good this game was. And there's still a lot more they can do with it, right? Like this sets a good first comeback, right? After 10 years, but there's so much more they can do. Like I'm so excited. 26 is just going to be awesome. Okay, now we do have more hours to free up, so we can spend more hours than some other players here. So John Latsko, man-to-man cornerbacks. This is the one with 99 speed. It is. Oh my. And we are already hard selling. We don't need to change a thing. We're going to win that one. And then Lee Brock, 5-star right outside linebacker power rush with 82 speed and platinum quick jump. Probably going to move Lee Brock to left end because we don't run a 3-4, right? If we ran a 3-4, we would have him down blitzing, but we run a 4-3, so we can sell now. So we are going to an A-, A+, and a B+. Not perfect, but good enough to land them. Unless there's somebody out there who has a much better one. But I still think he's going to go to Kentucky. We're 4-0 on the year. Tough battle there in South Carolina, though. I love how hard playing on the road is in this game. And we can spend more hours here on Eric Akers. Since we are already hard selling and it's working great, why not just max them out? We got the hours. Athletic facilities, brand exposure, pro potential. And we can hard sell. It's an A-, A, and B. And Theo Kamara is the defensive tackle 5-star with, 92 strength. Oh, my. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the sell. Gonna hard sell. It's a really good hard sell. Not perfect, but you're not always gonna have perfect hard sells. It's a good thing that running back from Honolulu wants to go to Kentucky, because if not, there's no way we would win a hard sell. Gerald Buress, a left tackle 5-star. We are almost losing to Oklahoma now, and they have a visit scheduled. Okay. This is one where we are hard selling and we're losing to Oklahoma. And they have a visit scheduled. This is the very rare. Oh, LSU crushed us last year, though. Mississippi State, though. Yeah, and that'll be the week before he visits them, right? We might need it sooner. I don't know. A sway, we'd lose too much influence to try to sway them. Sway is not the way, because we could technically sway them, but it's too risky. I mean, we have an A+, a B, and an A. If we sway them to play, how do we have good playing time at left tackle? Our left tackles are incredible. Our entire offensive line is incredible. What? But I think he's going to decide before that visit. I think he's going to decide before. So if we spin the points and he decides before, we're going to waste them. Now, I'm not going to be the one to send him in at LSU, right? Because LSU beat us by how much last year? We don't talk about it. That was in LSU. It's in Lexington today. I mean, it's in Lexington this year, but no, that team is unreal. And Mississippi State, yes, we could beat Mississippi State, but we should be able to crush them. But you never know. Anything can happen. I do worry, though. I really do worry about losing them. And I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to schedule it. And championship contender is the one. And if we lose, well, we're probably going to lose a lot of recruits anyways, right? Let's be honest. Doug here, a middle linebacker. This is the middle linebacker 5-star with 90 speed and great coverage. He's going to be the future of this team. Already selling and already winning. Michigan, you stay away. You stay in your own lane, Michigan. They have, wait, they just had their schedule this week. Oh, no. Are they going to steal them like Alabama did? I'm not going to schedule him yet. I want to see how much influence he gained from that visit. Oh, no. So Andy here, the athletic 5-star power rusher with 90 strength and 84 speed. He's going to dominate on this team. And we are starting to lose influence. You can tell we missed our offensive coordinator from last year. We missed our offensive coordinator big time. We're hard selling. There's nothing we can change there. It's pipeline bonus as well for Alabama. Alabama, you stay away. You took Andre from us. We'll remember that. You took a future Heisman winner. So now we have more hours to spend here, so we can actually hard sell here on the scrambling quarterback. This is the scrambling quarterback that's really fast. And I know you are like, well, Ryan, you don't need a quarterback. And that is true. But also, we're developing them. You know, in real life, you want to be able to do this, right? So in real life now, these players want to play right away, right? Like, college football is forever changed. So, like, you would not get away with what I do in this game and what many people do, like developing players. It's just hard to develop players anymore. They don't get to play in the first few years. They're going to leave, right? So Cameron would not probably sign with Kentucky, and he would not be okay with sitting on the bench for 3 years without transferring. It's something they got to change in the next game, right? They've got to. If you're trying to make it realistic with modern day college football, it's going to be frustrating, but you have to make changes in that because that's the way it is. As frustrating as it is, it's just the way it is now. So, like, yeah, and we are leading the way there with Chauncey Fallen. Really good talent. And yeah, vertical tight end. This is the replacement for Sanders, the one we're trying to develop. And I do think we go ahead and hard sell here since we have the hours. And a perfect hard sell. Yeah, players should not, I think if they're trying to make it like it is in real life, like star players and stars like gym players would not be okay with like sitting on the bench. Not many of them. Some of them, yeah. But not very many of them nowadays. Now, would they sit on the bench for this national championship Kentucky team? Probably, yeah. Look at Isaiah Shorter, the only wide receiver we're going after. 96 speed, good player, 95 jumping. Joshua Mayer, right in four-star gym power or speed rusher. And we need to add more time. We need to add more time with him. So I'm gonna max out. Can I max out? Yes. I can't max out. Do we have enough yet? Proximity to home. Conference prestige. We don't. Okay. So let's just get rid of the friends and family. Let's send the house. And DM player. That way we don't lose them. And Taylor Zittner, the defensive tackle we're going after. We can add a couple more hours. Don't really need to. The sell is working now. We're starting to lose Enrique Leon from Penn State. And we're soft selling. We probably need to free up. Yeah, we got to free up some hours to hard sell. So we can free up here. Because we're going to land some recruits here probably on the weekly events. That's just my guess. I might be wrong. If we don't, I'm going to be very sad, right? Because we really need to max out hours on other people, right? We full sent on a lot of the players we want. And we don't need a big recruiting class this year. I said I'm keeping it smaller and more compact. It's the way to go so that we don't have to make too many cuts in the offseason. We have good developing talent. We don't need to get carried away. Now, does that mean I won't get carried away? You all know me. You've watched me for 3 seasons now and now into the 4th. Yeah, I'm going to get carried away a little bit. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm probably going to end up with 4 extra receivers at the end, and we don't need a receiver. It's time for the weekly advance, though. Let's go to week 6 and see how the top 25 changes. At least our ranking. Do we go to number 1? I don't know. Utah's pretty good. We have a much tougher schedule, though, but we haven't had a greatly tough schedule yet. Well, Stanford is tough. Look at this, Lee Brock, right outside linebacker, platinum quick jump. It will be a left in. You better believe it. He's going to dominate. He's going to be the replacement for Brian Robinson. With that quick jump ability, you put him in. Look at this. Gerald Buress, a 5-star left tackle from Florida. I knew it was going to happen. Doug Coker, if I'm saying his name correctly. Richland, New Jersey. This is the 90-speed pass coverage middle linebacker. The future of this team. Andy, yes, right in. Let's go. 5-star. I knew it would happen. Look at this. Chauncey Fallen. We're getting them all. 4-star. Jim. Isaiah Shorter. 4-star Jim receiver. Oh my goodness. Enrique Leon. That's how you do it, everybody. That is how you do it. That is absolutely insane. We're second on one of their lists now. I was actually surprised to see that. Joshua. Why are we second to Ohio State, Joshua? Wake up. Probably because we locked in all the other ends and defensive tackles and such. That's fair. Okay, look at this. LSU, Kentucky. Oh my, I didn't realize how soon that game was. Okay. It's time for revenge, YouTube. Oh, it's time for revenge. This is nerve-wracking. If you all missed last year, you're new to this series. Well, let's just say this LSU team embarrassed us. They embarrassed us. And we almost missed the playoffs because of them. And we still got in the playoffs at a 9 seed, right? 9 seed. And we won it all. But that's because we started playing insane football in the playoffs. But LSU derailed us. And that was in LSU, though. Such a tough place to play. We're in Lexington, Kentucky. And we are the #1 team in the nation now. LSU Tigers, you better watch out. This is a new Kentucky team this year. This is a new secondary. What you did last year, throwing all over us for 500 yards, is not going to cut it against this pass rush, against this secondary. You better watch out, Tigers. The Wildcats are going to dominate in front of Big Blue Nation. Get your one-times ready. Get your hype and positive, encouraging comments ready. Thank you for watching this to the end. What a SEC battle. You talk a way to kick off Southeastern Conference play with a great game. This was it. This was electric. It's going to be a battle in the Southeastern Conference this year. Let's finally win the SEC. We haven't won the SEC. Have we won the SEC? Have we? Let's see. I'm not convinced we have won the SEC, have we? Let's see. No. Oh, no. We have not won the Southeastern Conference yet. Despite winning 3 national championships, we have not been able to win the Southeastern Conference. I don't even think we played in the Southeastern Conference championship besides year 1. Yeah, 1 loss in the SEC is all it takes to lose a tiebreak in the SEC. So yeah, it's going to be a battle. Going to be a great season coming up. If you want to watch more college football content, I have the Road to Glory series going on right now with the LSU Tigers now. Brett Gamer is playing for his 3rd team now. Started in Minnesota, 2 years at the Red Raiders. They're at Texas Tech. Then final year, senior year at the LSU Tigers. And it's a Heisman year for both him and the senior receiver, Sampson Jr., who, if you want to see one of the best receivers in this video game, watch that Road to Glory series. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.